Previously on Title 9 Free-to-Play, we explored the Goblin Knife farming strategy. Today, the level 6 goblins have been unlocked. How much can they steal? Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe, and welcome back for episode 21 of the Title 9 Free-to-Play series. Today, we're going to get into some more goblins, 150 goblins to be exact. It's absolutely crazy. We've got the level 6 goblins unlocked finally, and things have just completely changed around. Like, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. Now, in the last episode, we did talk about the Goblin Knife strategy, where we were using the level 5 goblins, we were using no clan castle troops at all, and we were just kind of talking about the basics of the strategy and how to apply it and how to steal Dark Elixir. In this episode, we're kind of going off of a comment from the previous video where they were talking about 170 goblins. Now, his comment kind of replicates what sounds to be a Town Hall 10 strategy, but we're applying it to Town Hall 9 just to see if it actually works. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is a Let's Play series, meaning we're going to try different strategies. I'm not downsizing any of the other strategies that we've talked about. We've already looked at the P.E.K.K.A. farming army, we talked about the Laloon farming army, and we're talking about now Goblin Knife. So we're just kind of rotating through different strategies just to keep it fresh and try new things. That way we can keep this Town Hall 9 grind going on. Speaking of which, we got 180,000 Dark Elixir that we need to spend right this second. And so let's go ahead and get into our laboratory. Since our goblins are finished, we're going to go ahead and put down one of our Dark Elixir troops. I think we're going to go with the Hog Riders now because there is a book of fighting in the clan games that we're going to be getting here soon, and we'll probably save that for our golems to take them to level 4. So I guess we're going to go ahead and do our hogs. This is my personal preference, guys. There's really no right or wrong answer here. It just depends on what you use and what you want to use, and I want to go ahead and start using some hogs. So we're going to go ahead and do that, burn off 50,000 Dark Elixir. Oh my gosh. And with that upgrade, we got 130,000 Dark Elixir remaining, which is going to get more than likely applied to our Archer Queen. So we still have to get her up to level 23, which is going to cost us 105 Dark Elixir. Oh my gosh, this is never going to stop. The Dark Elixir grind for Town Hall 9 is absolutely incredible. It's insane. Like, I'm impressed. Like, it's just, I don't know if this was intentional when they first designed Town Hall 9, but I think this is kind of where they figured that the Town Hall levels would stop originally. Because, I mean, really, you got 2 levels on the walls, and then you got multiple levels on the heroes. Probably more than any of the other Town Hall levels. It's crazy. I took a look at ClashTrack.com, which is a website where you can track your bases, and it claims that I got 47 days remaining on my heroes. That's, I don't know, 9 days remaining on defenses. I don't know how much longer we're going to stay at Town Hall 9. We might be going to Town Hall 10 in the upcoming weeks. We're going to see how that works out. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this Goblin Army. Dude, this Goblin Army is absolutely crazy. So, you know, 150 goblins, it's a little over the top. And if you love goblins, if you know how they work, I mean, you should be able to maneuver them pretty easily. But there is going to be some trials and tribulations in there on trying to figure out where they're going to go on the right bases. So I was doing some raids for like the last 2 hours. We had a boost going just to see how much we could pull. We pulled about 60,000 Dark Elixir, give or take. I lost some of the replays on the end of it just pushed them off. I don't know what we actually pulled in 2 hours, but I do know that these last few raids were absolutely incredible. I did request some clan castle troops from my clanmates, and I mean, we were just going in there and straight up taking it. Like, it's crazy. Watch this. So we're going to drop 10 giants, right? And then we're going to open up the base, and we got the queen in the mix because we do have her available. You don't necessarily need heroes for this, but it doesn't help, you know, it doesn't hurt to bring her if you have her, right? So we're going to allow her to work, clear some buildings. We're just going to let those giants go look for some giant bombs and stuff, and we pre-place that jump spell. And then we're going to drop, like, literally all of the goblins. And you kind of got to wait a minute. You got to pull those fingers off the screen for a second and let them run in different directions just to see where they're going to go. And my target here is obviously the Dark Elixir. So once they started targeting that Elixir storage, I knew that we were home free to go inside the base. There is a giant bomb in there, and then we're going to drop that Rage and the Heal spell. They're going to get inside the Dark Elixir and get in on the Town Hall, or actually the Clan Castle's location. I don't know if they actually got the Town Hall or not, but they're just straight up beast mode in this area, like straight up killing it. Down goes the Town Hall, and then I also brought some level 7 goblins from the Clan Castle, and the only Dark Elixir that we missed off of this base was in this drill that's like right here. So, I mean, that's just crazy. Let's go ahead and get out of here, and we're going to take a look at a different replay. Let me go to speed up. That way you can see the army for yourself if you want to screenshot it. And then we're going to take a look at another crazy replay, and we're going to do some live in this video as well. Alright, so in this next replay, things got a little crazy. This base is actually a really decent Town Hall 10, just the base design was just not that great. And both of those Inferno Towers are set to single target. But first, before we get into that, guys, I almost forgot. Let's go ahead and get into our question of the day. And so our question of the day today is from KH, Clash of Clans, and PUBG Mobile. Question of the day, why do you wear those yellow glasses always? So people are always asking me why I'm wearing these glasses. Dude, I record and I edit all of these videos, and so I spend a lot of time behind a computer, and after like a couple of hours, like I start to get migraines, like absolute migraines from staring at a screen for extended periods of time. So I bought these glasses just to try them out and see if they actually worked, and that was months ago, and I haven't had any headaches, so it definitely helped out quite a bit. So hopefully that explains the reason why I wear yellow glasses all the time. And if you have a question of your own, go down in the comments below and hashtag question of the day. So let's go ahead and get into this replay, because this one is actually pretty crazy. So remember, we got like 10 giants, but we don't have any wizards or anything. And so what we did here is there was a few drills up on the top side of the base, and you also noticed that there was some wizard towers strategically placed next to those drills. And I was like, yeah, I'm not really feeling that. So I dropped like two giants, and then a few goblins to go after those drills. And this one over here on the right side, unfortunately, didn't work out very well because the giant died quickly, but we were still able to get the dark out of the drills. And so then this bottom side of the base, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to drop a jump spell right here in this location and send everything straight to the core. So I spread out those giants and I dropped the queen back behind. And you got to remember that I have 30 level 7 goblins in my clan castle as well. And unfortunately, there happened to be clan castle troops in the enemy clan castle. So I was like, uh-oh, oh no, what do we do now, you know? So we got some wizards in there. They're targeting my giants. They're putting a hurting. And so I just like, you know what? I'm just dropping them all. So all the goblins are being dropped. And I'm going to drop a rage spell and then a heal spell next to the town hall's location. And they're just going to completely run wild on this base. I mean, these level 6 goblins with the level 7s they're insane. They're straight up insane. And this is like so incredibly easy on the right bases. These open concept bases, you know, where you got like big openings and you got the town hall and the dark elixir stacked together. It's just like, give it up. That's all mine. I'm going to take it. So there's your army. We're going to go ahead and get into a live raid. Maybe take a look at some other replays as well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do one live real quick and see if we can try to snag some serious dark elixir. Now, if you're not boosted and you're trying to just raid like every couple of hours, you definitely have to go out and make sure that your attacks are worth doing. And so we got 4657 on this base, and we're just going to go ahead and drop some goblins there to take down that town hall. I don't know why the town hall is exposed. Like that thing has, like that hasn't been a thing in years, right? Like you don't get any free trophies anymore for that. You just get the win if you do take it. I don't know. Anyways, whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and target this dark elixir storage is in the core. There's more than likely going to be some clan castle troops in there, and so far what I've found is that E-drags, they do very well with stopping stuff, but if you're able to like power through, drop the rage spell as quickly as possible, you should be able to get down and get the troops in there without losing them all right away. So let's go ahead and drop the queen off to the flank there, and then we're going to drop some wall breakers here. Let's go ahead and drop the heal spell in this location. Maybe if I select it, that might help, right? Okay, so we did select our heal spell, and then we're going to drop our jump spell in the core. We're going to let that queen work for a second. Let's go ahead and drop a freeze spell to freeze that expo. Actually, I should have froze the... Let's just go ahead and drop our goblins. You know what? Let's just do it. So we're going to drop the goblins from the clan castle, and you see where they're just going in different directions. We got to make sure that we channel them where we want them to go. So let's go ahead and drop a freeze spell there and the heal spell in the core. Down goes the dark elixir. Wow, I didn't even need... I don't even feel like I needed all those goblins, dude. I think I'm going to hold on to some of these goblins and back out and do it again like this. That was almost like too easy. I just kind of froze the wizard tower, just kind of shut it down, and the goblins just like walked in there and took it like it was nothing. Oh man. All right, let me just go ahead and retrain again. I'm gonna hold on to these goblins. We're gonna go back out and do it again, and we just pulled 4657 off of that base very nicely. All right, so I was browsing around trying to find a really good base to finish this out in this video. And so one of the things that you need to remember is if you're using 150 goblins, you need to make sure that you try to grab some gold and elixir as well, not just the dark elixir. You need to try to like make the most out of it that you can with all those goblins. So we're gonna definitely target this side of the base with our giants and come in there and try to get that collector as well as the town hall, but we also need to try to snag up some of this loot around the base. So we do know that we have a drill right here. Let's go ahead and try to grab that. Let's drop some goblins. We got to deal with a mortar, unfortunately, so that mortar is going to put in hurting on our goblins, and they're going to kind of spread out a little bit. Now we also need to make sure that we funnel our troops into the base. So we got those 10 giants, and we're going to drop our queen over here as well. And let's go ahead and drop some goblins to make sure that you clear some of this loot from around the base, because your goblins will go outside if there's nothing for them to target. Let's go ahead and drop our heal spell. Queen's ability might be used here in a second. We need to try to get her in on that wizard tower. No, she's not going to take the wizard tower, actually. Unfortunately, that is quite unfortunate for us, but that's fine. We do have a heal spell, so let's go ahead and drop some goblins there, and let's get them into the base, and let's drop the rage spell and the heal spell, and let's just go ahead and freeze these expos. They're going to get in on that other side of the base, and they're going to take down the clan castle. So very nice, but we still have 40 goblins remaining in our composition, so let's just try to grab some of this additional loot on the outsides of the base. We got all the dark, but there's still a ton of gold and elixir around the outsides. Again, mortars are going to wreck your day. They will mess up and take out your goblins very easily, but this is just something to take into consideration to make sure that you get the most out of your goblins. That way you can still be grabbing gold and elixir while you steal dark elixir. But this is just an alternate method, guys. There is literally no right or wrong way to farm. There's like no, like, everybody keeps asking like, what's the best, what's the best, what's the best. They're all the best strategy. It's just a matter of how you, the player, use them. If you're not good with this army, try out the P.E.K.K.A. farming army, and if you're not good with the P.E.K.K.A. farming army, then try out balloons until you find what you like. And that's the point of this strategy and why I enjoy it so much, or this series. It's what I enjoy about this series so much. But anyways, that's going to wrap us up for today, guys. If you enjoyed the content, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and if you need any additional video support, click one of those links over there, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.